Hey everyone, my name's Ed Casper. My company is called Casper Ag Solutions, and we're going to run through the most frequently asked questions about Y-drop systems. We've had a great first year with Y-drop. We're sold a ton of systems, a lot of phone calls, a lot of interest, and that's what we want to do. We want guys to evaluate what they're doing, how they're doing it, how can we do it better, how can we make more efficient decisions with our nitrogen, and how can we maximize the efficiency of our equipment. So the most common question I get asked is, can I skip every other row on my Y-drop system? Well, of course you can. It's your money, it's your farm, it's your sprayer. What I tell guys is do themselves a favor in late summer, go out and dig those plants and check those root systems, because so far what we have found is if this side gets nitrogen and this doesn't, the roots grow this way. That's not great. You're still getting the benefits of late season nitrogen, but that's not exactly what we're shooting for. And then guys will say, well, if I skip every other row, that should be half the price then. Well, no. You still, if you're getting a 60-foot swath, a 60-foot sprayer mount package, you still have to buy the 60-foot SMP, whether it's every row or every other. But what I tell guys is go ahead and do every other row. I get it. Do your own checking, your own due diligence. And if you go, a year or two later and you say, you know what, Ed, I'm going to go every single row. Well, cool. All you got to do is, buy the pole and the base unit, hook them onto your existing sprayer mount package, and you're in the hunt. So no problem at all on my end of it. Variable rate nozzles. I quote everyone the variable rate nozzle that's going to cover you from about 15 to 30 gallons an acre. And it just depends if you're just doing your own stuff and you know the rates that you've got in mind, you could save a little bit of money and just get that disc orifice. Because the hose is coming from the boom down to a Y, obviously to the left and to the right, and we want even flow. So you got to have something in there. I found the variable rate nozzles were really convenient because I started doing a lot of custom work, and this guy wants here and there and in between. What I did find though is if I got a grower that's down in that 10 gallons an acre, I need to go get a separate disc orifice for volume that low for my 60-foot system to keep me from whaling 14 miles an hour through the field. The other thing is the breakaway. What's it like if you hit something? Is it durable? Is it going to stand up? Yes, believe me, I'm one of the worst sprayer operators around, and it survived me, and if it can survive me, I know it'll survive you. A couple things, the pole coming from the boom mount package, about a third of the way down, that pole changes over to cable with a spring. And so that's where you get your flexibility to start with. The other thing that you can buy in addition is a breakaway bracket up at the sprayer mount package. So your pole will mount right here, and if you hit something, it'll break away with a pretty strong magnet that brings it right back to where it needs to be. So that's just a little extra insurance when things don't quite go exactly the way that you had planned. But very durable, so that's not at the top of my list of things that I'm worried about when I go out and start to Y-drop. A new thing they just announced is there's a Y-drop now for side dress bars. So let's say you don't have a self-propelled sprayer or a custom guy in the area, but you've got a liquid side dress bar and you're tired of bearings and coulters and tacky soil and making a hot mess of everything. You can take them off, put Y-drop on your side dress bar, your pull type, and get the advantages of perfect placement. You don't get the advantage of doing it in 6-foot tall corn, but you've eliminated a lot of problems and you're gaining efficiency, and that's what we want. We want guys thinking about how can I do this better. And talking about that efficiency, and I tell everybody, I'm not an agronomist, but let's think about this. If we can go from 1.4 or 1.2 units of N per bushel, and we can drop that down to a 0.9 a .8, which is pretty hot to trot, that's all money back in your pocket. It's the hardest thing for me in precision ag is talking to a grower and not showing him a jump in the yield monitor, but showing him a savings in cost. We've all been trained to look for that huge jump in the yield monitor. Well, if I can get you the same on the yield monitor, but you're spending less money to get there, that's how you're going to survive in the down market. The other thing I've seen, and a guy just down the road from me is doing this, he has a real nice liquid side dress bar. He just upgraded to a nice red self-propelled sprayer, and he's selling the liquid side dress bar, and he's putting Y-drop on that self-propelled sprayer. If you're going to have something that big and that nice, you need to make the most out of it. And Y-drop is a great way to get more efficient with a big piece of equipment that you may already own. So, you know, like I say, this first year is you know, get guys thinking, what can I do to be more efficient with nitrogen? What can I do to put more money in my pocket? It just makes sense with the placement and the timing. So a lot of good stuff, pretty exciting. My number, 309-208-0117. As always, call me if you have questions or you want to dive deeper into it. I ran Y-drop here this last year, and believe me, I'm going at it again this year. So thanks for watching as always, and we'll talk to you soon.